with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight's a good one here in the AFC. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Dolphins. These guys looking forward to that draft, not the playoffs, just 3 wins this season. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. With Brock Heward and I'm Kate Scott. This is Jason Sanders on to handle the opening kick. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. He's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
This gets forward to around the 29. Really gay there on the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go.
Second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Find Johnson out of the backfield. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Second and 3 now. Rodgers will look to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. They get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Looking out of the gun, here's Rodgers. And they will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And the decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And Kate, you don't have to look beyond his performance last week as really a root cause of their loss. I'm not saying the only cause. Others certainly had a hand in it too. But you aren't winning a lot of games in this league or any league if you turn it over 3 times without a touchdown to counteract them. A lot of room for him to improve this week.
20, TX.
Quick to the air is Tagovailoa. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Gets him on the quick hitter. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
For the Dolphins.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
2nd and 6.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They'll run here on first down. He dodged the tackle. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I know you can read the partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or 2. He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
3rd and 2, Rodgers. It's on target to Johnson. And he has this down at the 34. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Rodgers from the gun. He takes it himself. Rodgers slides down and he picks up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Now here he goes again. down, and he picks up the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Johnson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Almost the completion of the wrong team there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. To throw is Rogers. Going with the screen to Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pull that in front further, 13-zip. Oswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here comes Malik Washington. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. Across the 45 and still going. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Fights his way through a tackle. He's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pickup there, 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Last 2 plays have been tremendously efficient for this offense. Get a good gain on 1st down that sets up 2nd and short. And then like John Madden used to say, boom, that fullback moves the chains.
1st down, ball at the 36.
All right, come on.
Blitz coming, Tua. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. Running in the red zone. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score.
All right, fellas.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Tua off the play fake. That's caught. Devontae Chan. And this one doesn't go far.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Tua now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. He can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Calvin Austin on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Steelers offense headed out. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start, no, you won it all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Blitz coming for Rodgers. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. They cross the 40. Nice run there. Rodgers slides down, and he picks up the 1st.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of a big throw for the 1st down. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stop made by K.J. Britt.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
It fed to the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds him on the crossing route. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Second down carry for A-Chain. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Third down run from A-Chain. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I love that call on third downs because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
First down, here's Tua. Hits him on the out route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Going left side, Madison with it. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Here's A-Chan from the pistol. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Dolphins with fourth down here behind the sticks. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here. Looking now from the gun. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Third and long for him here. He launches this one up, looking deep to the right side. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. That's incomplete left side. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
A gain of 12.
21G.
And the Dolphins first down.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Waller with the catch. They're not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
44. Ready. Ready, G.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Miami.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Long. All right, go. Ready.
Sticking in the air. It's Tagovailoa. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Another touchdown. It's intercepted. Escapes the defender. And the Steelers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Tagovailoa on 1st down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Ready, John? Out. Ready.
Tua out of the pistol. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Rodgers will look to throw. He finds Johnson out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Now Rogers on 3rd and goal. Finding Johnson once more. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, like just to execute without the mistakes. Close, you can shake off it.
Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! Into the red zone. He's all the way home, touchdown Miami! The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game.
Dolphins 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Tracking gains with a run by Johnson. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking out of the gun, here's Rogers. Into traffic, complete! And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
Dolphins take over.
The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. Crashes through a tackle. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And that short gain is enough. Burton set it down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, get set.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Yards to go.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They'll send out the punting unit. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away.
It's 4th down.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's hit and sent out of bounds. So this ends as a gain of close to 7, 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Rodgers from the gun. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
With Achane here out of the gun. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I'll admit, man, you got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. Now here he goes. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd and 10 now. Rodgers finds him over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Short pass brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Johnson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane,
and out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Well, the penalty nearly gave him the first. They only need an inch or 2 now on 3rd down. They sneak it with Rodgers. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
Here we go with Johnson. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. But it's never over until it's over.
Hey, get set. All right, go. Hey, come on, 2.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a game of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Tagovailoa from his end zone. Buys time, rolling right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. On his end zone, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages. Yeah,
that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
1st down, here's Tua. Finds his back, Achan. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. He's got it over the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the cut.
It's a chain on the inside give. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Ready. Ready, team. Okay. Out.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Downfield, this finds Waddle. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that was all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Again to Johnson to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Air it out on 3rd. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Johnson. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Here's Rodgers. Caught by Freiermuth. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. It's caught. That's Thielen. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers go up by 2 scores. 13 points in the fourth. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down. Brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dolphins losing by 14. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this.
Ready.
Desperation time here. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Big slant taken in by Waddle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's first and 10. Here's Tua again. Dumps it off to Achane. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kane, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Going for his incomplete. It's going to bring up third down.
Well, that's one you chalked up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is to throw. Setting up the screen. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Looking to throw it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but turnover on downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He's down to a knee, and the Steelers getting ready to celebrate this victory. To make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The